What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Rock on ABL channel, the safe haven for all things art, music, and mental health. I hope everyone's been doing okay and coping the best that they possibly could given the big ol'
coronavirus!
But everyone, please continue to stay safe, stay at home, keep yourself cooped up, and don't go too crazy. I know I get it sometimes. I get cabin fever very easily, so I hope that you all continue to find ways to keep yourself motivated and happy just as I am. So today I wanted to film something a little bit fun. I really have been turning to music during this time to really keep me motivated and happy and pumped up to do things around the house. So I decided I wanted to do a music tag. I have all the questions written down in my handy dandy Losers Club notebook, and I will list the questions down below as well. So without further ado, let's rock and roll. What band/artist do you own the most albums by? I'm gonna be answering all of these questions basically off of like physical CDs that I have. So all of the albums that I have the most of are by Metallica. I am currently trying to collect every single CD like from their official discography. So I'm on a pretty good roll. Last song you listened to. Let me look on my phone. I had Spotify playing. Ooh. It was Through Glass by Stone Sour. What's in your CD player right now? The CD is obviously in the CD player, but I have the box. It is a live CD given to us by Streetlight Manifesto that says Dear New Jersey, thank you. There's 2 tracks on it. No, there's 3 tracks on it. I always forget. There's Down, Down, Down in Mephisto's Cafe, A Moment of Silence, and A Moment of Violence. Fun fact, that was given to every single person who attended the Streetlight Manifesto show in December for free, just as a little thank you for being there and enjoying the show because they're not going to be performing again till 2021. It's a very short, very simple vlog, but if you want to see my Streetlight Manifesto concert vlog from that exact show, it'll be linked up here. This leads right into question 4, which is the last show you attended, which again was a Streetlight Manifesto concert on December 19th. I believe it was December 19th, and that was at the Starland Ballroom in Sayreville, New Jersey. Greatest show you've ever been to would probably have to be... Ooh, oh my gosh, I don't know. I think the greatest show I've ever been to was Warped Tour 2018. That was the final cross-country tour, and that was my very first Warped Tour. Of course, there's multiple shows during the actual event, but as a whole, it was one of the greatest experiences that I've ever had in my life to this day. I had like no problems, so it was great. There were so many great performers and such a fun vibe, and I couldn't have asked for a better day. Now, the worst show I've probably been to would probably have to be... oh man. It's so hard to choose, but I have to nitpick like certain things that kind of make one show a little bit worse than another. I've rounded it up to 3. Okay, I've rounded it up to 3. So my top one would probably have to be Streetlight Manifesto. I'm so sorry, but I'm being nitpicky. But it was mostly just because we were being pushed around so much and just everybody was so tall. Mind you that I am like 5'6", 5'7", and like everybody was so freaking tall. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see Streetlight perform the whole time. So it made me feel a little down, but I still had a good time. I still enjoyed it. Underneath that would probably have to be Sleeping with Sirens because I didn't last the full set. After the first 2 or 3 songs, I had to book it out because I started suddenly having a panic attack. And thankfully, the fans were so sweet and so nice. They made a path for me to get out because they could see in my face that I was like having a bad time. Not a bad time, but like my brain is not having a good moment. Sorry if I'm like looking all over the place. It helps me think. And then the last one underneath, would probably be A Day to Remember. Mind you, the 2, Sleeping with Sirens and Day to Remember, were from Warped Tour 2019. Again, if you want to see the vlog, up here. Again, it was a super good show, but at the beginning of the show, I did go with a friend, and unfortunately, I'm very slow. He kind of dipped and he cut through the crowd and went to the mosh pit and left me all by myself, and I was trying to follow him, but a woman got really mad at me and she started yelling at me about personal space, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm looking for my friend. He dipped and I'm trying to follow him. But after that, the crowd was moving around a little bit, and then I got another little group of people around me that made the show a million times better, so I can totally forget about that lady. I'm like, I feel so bad still. Most musically involved you've ever been. Now, I've been musically involved since I was about 11 years old. Around 5th, 6th grade, I started getting into my middle school chorus. From there, I performed all the way until 8th grade, so that's about 3 to 4 years. I think it was 6th grade specifically. So from 6th to 7th grade, I was strictly in chorus, and then as of 8th grade, I auditioned to be in an a cappella group, and I got in. So I was balancing chorus and a cappella, and it was really awesome. I got to perform so much, and before I moved out of my town where I graduated, they gave me an award for Most Outstanding Vocalist. So now jump to high school. I stopped singing for about 3 years. I focused solely on instrumental stuff. I decided to join the school marching band, and I did that all 4 years of high school. I started as, there's no label, but I started out from the very bottom, went to co-section leader, to section leader, to drum major, and I did that all 4 years, and I was consistently a snare drummer. So with that, I got an award for being part of the marching band in my school. That same year, I joined the school ensemble. I auditioned for that, and I got in. So there's our chorus, and then there's our ensemble. Chorus is kind of like beginner intermediate, and then ensemble is immediate to advanced. So I kind of just skipped chorus, and I went straight to ensemble. And I also joined the drama club. So I did a couple performances where I sang for that. Thankfully, it was all High School Musical related, so I had no trouble at all, and I co-directed that High School Musical sing-along performance with our drama director. And then another musical thing that I did for a good 2 years when I was in my senior year and then my freshman year of college, I did tech. I did musical tech, and I worked with sound, and I worked with like lots of microphones and cables and stuff, and like working with sound adjustments and actually working with sound designers and like tech people to make that really happen. Sorry, I'm petting my dog. And that was a very mind-opening experience. So those were all extracurricular, and then we had an event in our high school that I was a part of my junior year. We had a battle of the bands, and I actually performed that year, and I was a drummer, and it was basically like a punk band, and we won. And then when I graduated high school, I did win a Performing Arts Award for being a part of every performing arts thing that the school had to offer for all 4 years of high school. So my portfolio is pretty stacked. That's my story time. On to the next question. What show are you most looking forward to? I was looking forward to Youngblood. Youngblood was coming to Sayreville, and that was in May. I was really looking forward to that, but that unfortunately got canceled. I don't know if they are going to work on bringing it back, because I would really love to see Youngblood live and see him perform. Ooh, now this one I'm excited for. Favorite band shirt. It's Metallica! Now, I love this shirt so much. I just love that it's like multicolored and vibrant and tie-dye, but also super freaking metal. It's so metal, and I love it so much. Next question is, what musician would you like to hang out with for a day? Now, I will strictly stick to a musician, no bands, because it didn't say band or artists. So, sorry Water Park, sorry Palais Royale, I'm gonna put you to the side because I would have answered one of those in a heartbeat. but a musician, just one sole musician that I would hang out with for a day would definitely have to be Youngblood. I am very inspired by Youngblood right now, and he's just a very energetic, very optimistic kind of guy. And I know he deals with a lot in his own brain and he's gone through so much in life, but he's a very, very awesome advocate for the youth right now and how we can use music and the arts and work on our confidence and build a society where we can all unite with so many different kinds of people. So it would be awesome to talk to him about so many different things, whether it be politics or sexuality or gender identity or music or art or anything in general. That would be amazing, because my main goal is to help people through art, music, and mental health, and that's something that Youngblood is really aiming for as well. And he's very fan dedicated and just a very sweet dude. Dom is so sweet. So yeah, it would be Youngblood. One musician / group you wish would make a comeback. If this would have been in 2019, I would have said My Chemical Romance. Without a doubt, My Chemical Romance. So thankfully, it is now 2020, and they are back. So hopefully I can dig up enough money and see them live at some point, because it seems like they're not going away anytime soon. One band or artist you've never seen live, but always wanted to. I have a whole list. So definitely there would be Youngblood, Water Parks, Metallica, Motionless in White, for sure, Pierce the Veil, Ice Nine Kills, because I heard them perform at Warped Tour, but it was too late, I didn't get to see their set. Maybe a couple country artists like Tim McGraw or Kenny Chesney. I would have said Rascal Flatts, but this year was supposed to be their last tour, so they might not perform ever again. Or maybe Dan and Shay, they're really cool. 4 or more flawless albums. This is going to be a challenge. I don't know. This is so hard.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
You know what? I'm gonna make this easy for myself and I'm gonna say all of My Chemical Romance's discography. So, Bullets, 3 Cheers, Black Parade, and Danger Days. There we go. Flat, period, there you go. All 4, because My Chemical Romance is perfect. Thank you. How many music-related DVDs do you own? I have Metallica Through the Never and Michael Jackson This Is It. Does 8 Mile also count? I hope 8 Mile counts, because I love 8 Mile. Would also A School of Rock also count? I think that's about it. How many concerts / shows have you been to in total? So it would be Farewell My Love, Blackfield Brides with Asking Alexandria and Bless the Fall, Warped Tour 2018, Warped Tour 2019, and Streetlight Manifesto. So those are 5 collective concerts / festivals / shows. Festivals. Sorry. So those are all of the shows that I have been to. Who have you seen the most live? Now, I actually haven't seen any artist live more than once. Every single artist that I've ever seen, I've seen them all for the first time. Favorite movie soundtrack? I'd say either The Nightmare Before Christmas or The Polar Express, because I really love Christmas movies. Ooh, now this is a fun one. Last musical phase before you wisened up. It would definitely be my scene phase. So from about age 11 to age 14, I was in a scene phase. I loved everything scene. I dreamed of being a scene queen. Blood on the Dance Floor was my life. Oh my gosh. And now here we are in the roaring 20s, and the scene community is kind of making a small comeback. And I didn't hate my scene phase. I learned a lot about myself from my scene phase. I have got a lot more musically explorative from my scene phase. So I don't hate my scene phase at all. And now that it's the Roaring 20s, I might recreate me being a scene kid for a fun little video, just talking about how explorative themes like that can be super cool and influential in your life. And here we go. Final question. What is my guilty pleasure? Now, I don't like to use the term guilty pleasure that much. If you like something, you might as well just flaunt that you like something. But I sometimes get anxious and I don't like to talk about some of my stuff in like some music genres that I like and stuff like that. But I would definitely say my guilty pleasure would probably be Vocaloid. I actually really like Vocaloid music and I've liked it for a very long time. And it's not a surprise because I love anything Japanese related. So that is it for today. That was my music tag. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming up next. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you absolutely can. It is instagram.com/rockon_ABL. So with that being said, my name is Ashley. Stay strong, rock on, and never forget that you are valid. I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.